What it is, everybody, is Master Lee back on Context and Perspective. We are here. We are back. Remember, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Everybody good. Everybody is good, man. Let's get to this work. Hope everybody good out there. Hope everybody healthy, doing their thing. Let's talk about it, man. Gun titles. Sue Surf, Eazy, Tay Rock, Chess, Prestavia, right? We finally hear Sue Surf come out and say his piece on Eazy the Block Captain leaving gun titles, right? We finally were able to hear his voice. And let me say this before we get into the blog. Shout out to Sue Surf, man. It's always good to hear Sue Surf's voice, especially with the situation that he's currently in. We know that he's in a very serious situation fighting the law. It ain't no joke fighting the law. So shout out to him. It's always good to hear him in good spirits also. It's always good to hear that. So shout out to him. Free to wave. Sue Surf. We're going to try to break piece by piece down. Sue Surf comes out and basically says how he feels, right? He feels that Eazy leaving in that manner was a clout move. From the beginning, he felt like Eazy would probably end up leaving anyway. He says that adding him to gun titles was basically business. He was the hottest thing out at the time. Adding him to gun titles was beneficial to titles. And it was basically business, in that he's not surprised, especially with the clout move, the clout chase move with how Eazy put it out on Twitter. He said that Eazy could have hit him up. Eazy has, the text thing, the app joint, right? He could have hit him up, let him know. Didn't hit up Rock or nobody. That's what he says. Tay Rock, I just watched interview on Hip Hop Is Real. Tay Rock basically feels like nothing. He has no comment at this very moment. Tay Rock, like, no comment. I'm not really saying too much on Eazy right now. I just leave it up for speculation. I was able to watch Eazy the Block Captain. Eazy kept it real. He said it was a business. He basically said exactly what Sue Surf said, but backwards. He said it was a business move. Him joining gun titles, he was approached about joining gun titles, and he felt like it was the right move at the time for his career. He said as far as the clout thing, him not hitting up Sue Surf, he felt like because he hit up Sue Surf once he started going back and forth with URL, Sue Surf never answered him back. He felt like he knew what it was. He said he never spoke to Rock after the Hitman battle, and that was that. So it's just a lot. Just a lot. And I really feel like the best person, I'm going to laugh, but I feel like the best person who put this in perspective was Averb. Now, Averb is basically breaking down how powerful gun titles could have been with all of the pieces that they have, right? With Sue Surf, with Chess, with Prestavia, with Tay Rock and Eazy, of course, them five being all together. He was breaking that down, and that had me thinking, how powerful would they have been, especially with URL backing gun titles. We know that gun titles is pro URL. We know that URL is pro gun titles. We know this already. And it just got me to thinking, URL made their first mistake when Eazy and Hitman battled. They made the first mistake when that whole situation was going on. Law 22 of the 48 Laws of Power, Robert Greene, surrender. Use the surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. Transform weakness into power. At that very moment, the fact that Hitman and URL weren't on good terms, that's URL's weakness at that very moment. But you still got Remy Ma, Chrome 23, a big name like Remy Ma, endorsing Hitman and Eazy battling. Surrender. It's just that simple. URL, surrender. Surrender. If URL surrender, Eazy goes over there and beats Hitman. URL still has the power either way. Everybody knows that. But for the court of public opinion, it looks messy when URL is trying to stop such a big battle between Eazy and Hitman from happening. If they surrender, you still in good relationships with Remy. You still got Eazy right there. You still got that strong relationship with Eazy in gun titles. Eazy still be gun titles, and you good. Now salute to Rock, because Rock still came to support Eazy the Block Captain. I feel like later on after the battle is when it started to get crazy, because URL, it feels like they're making Tay Rock and Sue Surf and everybody else choose either Eazy or gun titles. So Eazy's in a situation where it's like, all right, well, I'm going to just leave and make it easier for everybody. But just make it easier for everybody. But how strong would they have been if they had just surrendered? Because now, look, you surrender, you don't put gun titles in that situation, you let Eazy come back, URL, you still have the power to make Eazy versus Rock. You still have the power to make Eazy versus Geechee. And now everybody's still good. Eazy still gun titles still strong as ever. Eazy can still create his trenches card in line with Remy Ma, because Remy Ma is now his manager. And gun titles are stronger than ever, even with Sue Surf locked up at this very moment. It's just that simple. But now because of ego, it's ugly now. Now because of ego, it's different. Now we just might mess around and see Geechee Gotti and Eazy the Block Captain in the blue room.